France, the land of baguette, croissants, brioche, croutons, fougasse, miche. What? France, home to the capital of love, romance, and sex in French. Who's writing these scripts? The first traces of France in written history appeared around 1000 BC, during the Iron Age. Around that time, it was known as Gaul, and was occupied by the Romans, Greeks, and Carthaginians. Despite what their orgies and brothels would have you think, the Romans weren't big on sharing, and Caesar invaded Gaul and annexed it to the Roman Empire in 51 BC. After the collapse of the Roman Empire, the Franks took over Gaul. First, the Merovingian dynasty led by Clovis I, then the Carolingian dynasty, featuring important figures such as Charles Martel, Pepin the Short, and Charlemagne. The end of the 10th century saw the fall of the Carolingian dynasty, brought about by Viking invasions. From 987 till 1643, the monarchy of France was in the hands of a series of Philips, Henrys, Charleses, and Louises. In 1643, Louis XIV rose to power, and all he gave France was a lavish palace, a dramaturge, and a weak Louis XV. But really, this badass assumed the throne at 4 years old. At that age, we were probably sucking on some tit. He expanded France and made it the most powerful country of its time. The 18th century witnessed the birth of the Age of Enlightenment, when a group of pompous French philosophers and scientists gathered in dark rooms to write books, discuss political affairs, and make out. On the 14th of July 1789, a group of insurgents motivated by the Enlightenment's principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity took the Bastille prison and started the French Revolution. In August, the National Assembly adopted the Declaration of Rights of the Man and the Citizen, attempting to write a constitution and abolish the privileges of the nobles and the clergy. After that, the revolution quickly degenerated. Louis XVI, the last king of France, was executed, and Robespierre, one of the rebels, established a reign of terror in 1793. In 1799, Napoleon came along and reinstated order and stability. He also established the First Republic. In 1918, France was on the winning side of World War I. After engaging in socialist reforms led by the Popular Front and Leon Blum following the Great Depression, France went to war again. The Germans quickly defeated the French military and Paris fell on June 14, 1940. By 1942, Germany occupied all of Vichy France. On the opposite side, General Charles de Gaulle announced on BBC radio that he was at the head of the resistance, gathering the French free forces and fighting for France's freedom. In 1944, the Allies landed in Normandy and Provence and liberated the country from German occupation. This was not France's first or last military failure, because in 1954, the French surrendered in Vietnam, and then again in 1962, giving Algeria its independence. Today, France is the 6th largest economy by nominal GDP and the 22nd most developed country. Paris is one of the world's most beautiful cities, and you should all go there to try out their cheese, wine, and see how much baguette you can fit up your ass. Hey guys, like our stuff, subscribe, like, share,
and ask us what else you want to watch, and so we'll tell you we're gonna make it, but we're not.
Cause we...
Can you cut it?
Yeah.